In this video, we're going to be replacing the powered hatch struts on my 5th generation Toyota Rav4. My Rav4 has 80,000 miles and my hatch struts decided to give me a lot of issues. Every time I open it, it does that. And then I press it again, goes up a few more inches. And then again, I got nothing in my hands. It just keeps going and going. It's really, really annoying. And it takes a lot of effort to really lift it. And lifting it manually is not something that is recommended because you might damage the hinges that are up top over there. The same issue happens when I do close it, though I'm not going to be demonstrating that because I don't want to be opening and closing this and putting more damage to the vehicle. My RAV4 has power struts. They look like this. They're connected down here. They make their way up and they have power going inside, maybe somewhere behind this light, which is still functional touch sensitive. And I have another one over here, same issue or same deal, kind of connecting up over here. And then there are these hinges in place that you want to make sure still look good. So take some time to inspect, make sure there are no cracks, as I've seen in the forums that could be another contribution to the issue of why it stutters when it opens and closes. I bought my struts on Amazon. That's the part number for the left and right. You could probably get it directly from Toyota at a more expensive price. I just wanted to see if this will work and get me by for at least 10, 20, 30 or more thousand miles before I spend a lot of money. These did last 80,000 miles. Feel like it should last forever, but not everything can be forever. So we'll see how these perform. I'll provide another video update in the future to show you that it's still working or when it does actually die. This is what the strut looks like delivered from Amazon. It looks exactly like the ones that's installed. This looks like it has some sort of ribbing to it, and so does this. And then you have your wire. This is the part that's exposed, and this is what's inside behind the wall, and then your 6-pin connector. So we need to remove this. I'm gonna start by removing the hatch covers. The wiring goes inside of here, behind this panel. But to remove this, you gotta remove this, then you gotta remove this, then you gotta remove this, which might involve some screws, I remember, I think under these handles. So everything's just tucked into place by little trim clips. So you could just use a basic prying tool or some little bit of force. And that came off very fast. I've been opening it up frequently, so they're not the strongest clips anymore. Use some prying tool to get this off, which will expose some bolts that you need to use a socket to remove. You will need a 10mm socket. Comes off pretty easily, just like that. Then we're gonna keep pulling. Yep, there goes some trim clips. Some more over here. It's just a bunch of trim clips. Oh no. This got disconnected, which is fine. It didn't get ripped off at least. I'm gonna put the ladder right here, so if this drops, it'll be supported by the ladder. I'm gonna unplug the hood struts in case power is what holds it up, though I feel like the weight of this might bring it down. I'm not entirely too sure. So I'll unplug the first one. Put a knife in here, pop that up, and that comes out. So 6-pin, that matches. Okay. It is unplugged. Seems to be holding up fine right there. I'm gonna pull the wire through this. See how that is. Okay, not too difficult. I don't really have a good tool to do this next step of unclipping, but my plan is to get this little pointy tool and stick it in this gap here and kind of pull this out. I don't need to pull it on this because the ball is gonna go in there and kind of secure it in place. I need to pull it off of the Rav4, but that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick it here and see if I can't get that tab out of there. Okay. So that is what got out. I'm gonna remove the bottom one in the same way. So that is removed. I'm going to leave these in place and do the same for the other side. Make sure this. I got that out and it fell. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull this off and pull from here, push from here, and do the same on that side. Rotating. Oh, got it out. Feels quite energized. That is off. It's not too heavy, but you definitely do need lift assistance to lift this. Is probably 50 pounds of force on you. So R for the right side, L for the left side, or the driver's side. I'm gonna go ahead and install this on the right hand side, which is here. This part goes up. Once I put that in there to clip and then clip, I will go ahead and clean that. I'm going to spray this, clean that ball, clean this ball. Here's this, and basically push this inside, clips in, and then the top. This is where I have this resting, so we need to lift this up quite a bit and get it in there. That is in, is being held in. Nice. Feels very, well, a little bit more smooth. Then we do the other one. Left hand. This is our bottom. Pull until it's in, and that's in. Drop that down, looks good. Let's pull the wire through. Seal up this, and then we'll plug it in. This tab is what clips to this, and click. Take this, put here, get that in here. That is done. I'm gonna go ahead and test this before I seal it up. Hopefully that was my issue. I did clean this and lubricated it in case it was like friction building up every time it closed and resisted, as though there was like an object in the way. But that only helped maybe a few more times. So this is what I'm going to try next. See if it closes. Oh. That worked. That was really smooth. A little bit louder than the Rav4 OEM ones, but it did work. I'm going to go ahead and try to open it. I know you can't see all of it. And it's really fast. That's really fast. Yes, okay. That's all it took to fix. Very easy to do. The next thing you got to do is just put the panels back in the reverse order. Which I'm not going to record because I don't want to make a very long video and do a lot of editing. So that's it. See you in the next video. I will leave links to this. Let me let this open. Maybe you can still hear that. I don't know. I'll leave links to these hatch struts in the description section. If it's still going to be available by the time you watch this 10, 20 years into the future, great. If not, the part numbers are right here. And see you in the next video.